Hey guys, it's Dino, and we are continuing with our king and pawn endings. It's gonna be a little bit more complex, but nothing that you can't learn. So I hope you watched previous videos on endgames, because if you didn't, then you probably should, because this material is continuing on previous one, and you have to master previous material if you wanna understand this one and improve your chess game. And in this example, so this is interesting because this actually example is going to show you that it's not always important to get the opposition, because by going here you're going to step into the re-entangle. I'm not sure how it is pronounced, re-entangle, let's call it like that, because and this way you're gonna have the opposition, because corners of this, I guess, square, it is the same color, has the same color, and the color is black. So that way you're gonna have the opposition. But actually the most important thing is to get your king in front of the pawn. And if opposition doesn't help you to do that, then you gonna throw the opposition out of the window and go and use some other method. So I'm not gonna tell you, but I'm gonna tell you right now to pause the video, have on every position and think about it. So here, instead of going here, which is going to be a draw, you follow this path, and this is the fastest path to get your king in front of the pawn, and that's what you want to do. So let's say you go here, king g7, king d3, king g7, king d3, let's say king f6, king c4, and now king g6, and now you are in front of the pawn. So when you are in front of the pawn, one square in front of the pawn, then you win if you have the opposition. So now if black goes to d7, you take the opposition, and you know how to win this. And if he tries to trick you, do something like this, you don't go here because he's gonna take the opposition, you go up and wait for him to go here. If he goes here, better for you, you go one square up and then you just push the pawn. So really interesting things where the opposition doesn't help you. Don't go here because you're gonna lose. You go the fastest route to get your king in front of the pawn. Okay, so this video is gonna be just repeating some stuff that we learned, and have just adding some variations. So here black to move, and it's going to be a draw. I hope you know this. How do you do this? So you just go in front of the pawn and go up and down, straight back, and you cannot lose this. Now you take your position. If he goes here, it's gonna be a draw. And if he tries to trick you or something, you just go straight back, take the position. No worry in the world, as Magnus likes to say, and that's pretty much it. Okay, so now moving on the next position. Okay, black to move and draw. So here, black just has to go take their position, and similar as in the previous example. That was really easy. And let's see the example where actually it doesn't apply the rule of position. And here is black to move, but he doesn't or she doesn't win, because this only works if your king is on the 6th row and your pawn is on the 5th row. So in this position, yes, black took the position, but you just push this pawn and black has to move away. You go here and promote the pawn. Easy stuff. Okay, let's go on. This is also one interesting example where white to move and wins. And it looks like maybe the king is far away, or he doesn't have a deep position. But let's say, because it is a specific situation, white wins after king f5. And even though black takes the position here, because we go e5 and our pawn is protecting this square, black cannot take the position, we win. If black goes to e8, we go to e6, and if he goes here, we must go here, because if we go here, he's gonna take the position and we lose. So please don't do that. Take the position and win the game. Okay. Let's see. Next example. In this position, white to move and he wins. So we learned that if you can get your king 2 squares in front of the pawn, then it's easily winning no matter who has the position. So let's say you try that, and if black goes here, now you learn how to win this really easy. So fortunately black knows that also, so he tries to play games. Let's say he goes king d8, tries to avoid that. Okay, so now you just and 1, 2, 3. So you're not taking the position, but you just go up with the king. You don't worry about anything here, because you cannot lose your pawn, your too much squares in front of the pawn. And here you can even play king e4, and if he plays king e6, then yes, he has the position, but because you have 2 squares in front of the pawn and you have this tempo, you are going to win. You learned this in the previous video. Okay, and we have really similar one as the previous, but in this one black draws. Really interesting to see that. So black goes to e7, and if white does the standard stuff, he is going to lose. If he goes here or here, black can go here or here, let's say here, and this is a draw. So that's why white tries to do some tricks. He plays king d1. And here, black goes to e6. Just nothing special, just going towards the pawn, getting closer. And now white goes to d2, setting up a trap. And interestingly enough, only one move is winning here for black. Can you see it? It is king d6, taking the opposition because there are odd number of squares between those kings, 3 squares. And if black has gone here, then white is going to take the position. If he has gone here, white is going to take the position again. So be smart, take the position. That should be written on, I don't know, your arm or something. So yeah, I guess that is all for this first part of king and pawn endings. Thanks for watching as always. I hope you learned something. Like and subscribe. Donate if you can, and see you in the next video.